Bhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinde ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem Sako Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinde ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Bhagavati Vasudha Devi Dasi from Mangalore, India. Please forgive me for stopping all of you from ecstatic chanting. Let us move on to the next part of the session. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy name given by Vyasadeva and Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures and portions to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Let us move on to the next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam class. Who all are joining the call today?
हरे कृष्ण भगवती वसुधा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Priti Mataji, Dandavas Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Arvindas Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you Prabhuji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shama Guri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna Shyama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna Yashamati Priya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Bangalore.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Guru Maharaj. This is Susmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna Susmita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Vasudha Mataji, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, Dandvat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Vrinda.
Hare Krishna Vrinda Gopika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna. Okay, is there anyone who would like to introduce on the call today? Okay, I welcome all of you once again. Thank you everyone for joining today's Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are really fortunate to have His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 7.9.38 onwards. Before I hand over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to hand over the call to Susmita Mataji for the brief introduction. Hare Krishna Mataji, over to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you, Mataji. Here is a brief introduction from Prabhuji. His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhu is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Being a doctor by profession, he has done immense services to the devotee community and served the society by donating for lots of projects. For example, he donated the deities in Philadelphia temple, and he made 3,000 temple units that serves as an altar in the villages. He also served as temple president of ISKCON, New Jersey for 15 years. He is known for his simplicity and humility. He is now an initiating guru in ISKCON. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, then with pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. Now I will hand over the call to you, Mataji, again.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Brief introduction. Looks like Prabhuji has not yet joined.
Oh, okay.
Anybody would like to introduce themselves, they can go ahead.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivastava Bhakti Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept our humble obeisances. We are really fortunate to have you on this call. We are just done with the introduction, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare
Please
Krishna.
accept our humble obeisances. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving your valuable time and association in this Bhakti Sangha conference call. We are just done with the introduction, Prabhuji. Today's verse is 7.9.38 onwards. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah, I was not on. Can it be in the sideways? Because I have a device that holds in the sideways. Like sideways like this.
Uh,
If it's possible that everybody can see in the sideways, then that's better for me. Otherwise, I have to hold in my hand. It will move time to time.
in the mobile, there is a setting called auto rotate. If you on that, it will come. Vijay. If you just slide like this,
No, it will
you just slide like this, there is an option called auto rotate.
come. But if I rotate, is this okay? This position?
Mataji, is that okay? Shama
No,
Gauri Ma-
Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji.
No. Then I have to hold in the hand. It's little bit difficult. And I have a little bit wooden
Like
device.
Mataji is saying, auto rotate. If you do that, then we can see nicely.
I don't know how to do the auto rotate. I have
Yeah,
no
Hare Krishna
knowledge of.
Maharaj. Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhamma Pranam. Yeah,
Hare
this is
Krishna.
perfect.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
this is
How to do
perfect
the auto
position.
rotate?
There is a setting in this so you have to go in the phone settings and then you have to do it. But this is perfect, Maharaj.
Oh, let me just see.
Yeah, this is perfect. If you have a selfie
Is it?
stick or something, Maharaj, then you can hold the phone there. You can put the phone on. You
There
have
is
that stand?
something like this. I have like this kind of device. That holds the phone.
Yeah, that
But
device
it's
should be
just a
able to
little
hold. Yeah,
bit.
this should be able to hold the phone.
And the sound is not very clear to me either, but I will try.
Yeah, just put it there and then put it very close. So this way the sound can be clear.
Okay. Can you hear all? Everybody can hear?
Yes, we are able to hear you now, Maharaj. But we can't see you.
Oh, you cannot see me?
Yeah, so
Oh,
you have to change the phone the camera to the front. I
okay.
think yeah, now we
Is
can
it
see
okay now?
you and we can see you and we
Yes,
can
yes.
hear you both. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect, Maharaj. Yep. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You let me know.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah. You can
Okay.
start the class. Yeah, we can see you, we
Okay.
can hear you. Yeah, you can start the class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bye. Om Agyantimirandasya Dhyananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Apitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sarvajatam Sarvana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanaskitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Savanalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsya Shri Krishna Karuna Sindhu Shri Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratushe Nama Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krapa Sindhubhya Eva Cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prestaya Bhutale, Namaste Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Nityanamine, Namaste Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Katarine, Nirvishesha Sunyavadi, Pashatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So before we begin this verse, we'll start with the Lord specifies Lord mercy there. So little bit background about that Lord Nrsimha appeared. He killed Hiranyakashipu and fulfilling all the conditions of benedictions that were given by Lord Brahma. And he's sitting, he never sits in any another place, but he's sitting in the throne because that throne belonged to his dear devotee, the god, the doorkeepers, Jay and Vijay. So he was Jay, and Vijay was Hiranyaksh. And that's why he could sit on him in his house or in his seat or in his king's seat. So anyway, so now he's praying because nobody could pacify the Lord. Even Lakshmi ji also, Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, nobody could pacify. Whole earth was trembling and he was so much ferocious. And so Brahma sends his devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, and he immediately becomes very, very happy. He puts him on his lap, he starts licking his face, and so Prahlad is in ecstasy. And so he because of so much mercy. So, and he's praying in many, many different ways. So little bit about the background of his prayers that I will give you that what he's praying, and then we'll read particular verse. So he dissipated the angry God. Uh, and so Lord also wants sometimes adbhutaras, adbhutaras and astonishment of the mood of. So because that way he could test all kinds of rasas. There are 12 rasas, 5 are primary, 5, 7 are secondary rasas. He wanted to uh, relish this adbhutaras. So it is all done by Leela Shakti. He wants to play and then he does the Leela Shakti arranges everything according to the wishes of the Lord. Yes, like whole material world is like platform, a stage, and everybody has certain role to do, particularly with his devotees. So he does not play with non-devotees. They are bound by their own karma. But his devotees, he takes care direct handle. He wants that his devotees should help him in his pastimes. A Vaishnava is so acutely aware of the Lord's limitless glories that he thinks himself extremely low. And so that humility is very important part to get the mercy of the Lord. That Prahlad Maharaj never thought that I am so high. So he says that even if uh, Brahma and Lord Shiva cannot pacify, who am I to pacify the Lord? But he is fearless, and devotee is always fearless. So he is offering the prayers that are uh, very, very suitable. So his Lord is addressing the Lord to nursing them. Your incarnation has protection, prosperity, and fearlessness in entire universe. So please cease your anger. Now that you have killed the demon, people will always remember your auspicious form of Narasimha to be free from fear. So we back to the Lord to be free from. Even Lord Ganesh gets his energy and auspiciousness from Lord Narasimha. We could directly approach to Lord Narasimha. He is Krishna directly. O Lord, I am not afraid of your fearful form with ferocious mouth, but I am afraid of conditioned life in the material existence. Everybody should be fearful about this conditioned life. But the Jeev, that we are all bound by Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mada, Matsar, and Lust. So that is the fear that we should fear that I don't go into the material world or try to be drowned and can never get out of that. So that is the real fear. So I need your shelter. Material world is filled with duality and misery. The remedies for misery are more miserable than the miseries themselves. And so whatever arrangement we make that is more miserable than the actual misery itself. We want to remove the misery. We want to enjoy our senses, but we get more trapped into the material world. So I shall chant your glories, following the steps of parampara. I realize it. The only remedy to get out of this deathful condition and all these lusty desires is to depend on the Lord, to chant His holy name, associate with devotees. So these are all Prahlad Maharaj is saying. So I shall chant your glory, following the steps of parampara of realized sages. Your energies manifest everything, and your shelter liberates us from Maya. We take its shelter, then we will be free. देवी एष गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्या मामैव ये प्रपद्यन्ते माया that if you take shelter of me, then Maya cannot hurt you, cannot harm you, cannot drown you. This Maya becomes so small, this could be contained in the footprints of the calf when they walk in the mud. So you are the controller of Maya. Happiness of this world is insubstantial. It cannot, it's a futile. We have a lifelong or enjoy our senses or opulence or power. His father and all, Lord Maharaj is saying that my father had everything. Once, he had opulence, he lived for long, and he had so much power that even in the Kal himself was afraid. So everybody was angry and they left their places. They could not, and then he was sitting on the Indra's throne. So I have seen this. So my father had all of this, but you vanquish all along with all those worldly opulences in a minute. I do not desire them, but I wish to serve your devotees. So that should be prayer of everybody. Please give me association of pure devotee, and everything would come automatically. And specifically, Narad Muni, who saved me, you have mercifully put your hand on my head. So although as a matter of routine, one may accept some remedial measures when some problem comes to you, but also ultimate shelter is the all merciful Lord. He is our ultimate shelter. We have to take shelter. And so there are many, many problems in the world. When I say that in Bangladesh, everywhere there is problem, people are being burned like alive, they are thrown, but only remedy is so much chanting, short distribution, and fearlessly people should go. Not that even start takes a gun and yourself and start killing other party, then it would be world war and it won't stop, it won't be over. The real remedy, as Prahlad Maharaj is saying, is chanting the holy name of the Lord and associating with the pure body. One may accept some remedial, yes, some remedial should be there. One's ultimate shelter is the all merciful Lord. He is the ultimate all shelter. Humbly presenting himself as a physician. So, Prahlad said, whatever exists in this cosmos is only because of you. Everything what we see is the Lord's answer. He is the one, he is the owner. It is because of him. My mind is afflicted by lust, fear, desire. Also, he is very much humility and is showing and duality. Duality should not be there. Duality means this is me, this is mine, and Lord is so this duality. I, me, mine, these are all duality, and I am always embarrassed by my ever distracted senses. Although he did not have a distracted senses, but he's telling on our behalf. So we could also pray to the Lord Narasimha, Lord of Krishna also. Simultaneously, Lord expressed his concern for the ignorant masses rotting in the material realm. I have obtained fearlessness in this world because I am constantly absorbed in chanting your glories. But I am concerned about the fools who are averse to you, making plans for their sense enjoyment. I don't wish to be delivered alone, but he is compassionate. That is another thing. One has to be, he was given that he could ask any boon, but he did not want it to go alone or enjoy alone. He wanted it. So he said that people are blind, but I want to take them. That compassion is also uh, Vasudev, leper. He was a leper and his worms will fall down. He will put them back. He was completely lean and thin. So, like this, There has to be compassion. Haridas Thakur showed compassion. You may wonder how he showed compassion to those Jallada who were beating him in 22 marketplaces. You know the story from the story that King Hussein uh, he was ruling over in that area in Bengal. Haridas Thakur was always chanting, and chant Kazi brought him to the king. And he says that he is spoiling all the Muslims, and even Hindus are not really very favorable to he said that kill him. And then 22 marketplaces he was taken. But he was compassionate to the people who were beating him, and he did not feel any of the whips that they were beating him. And he was praying to the Lord at the same time. What he was that please be merciful on this. They do not know what they are doing, what is their condition. Although Lord uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he wanted to send his Sudarshan Chakra to kill these people who are beating it. But Sudarshan Chakra stopped, he did not go because the pure beauty was praying for mercy on these two people who were beating him. Just see the compassion. They were beating to death and he was asking for their relief, uh, that they should not be. And then he felt become unconscious himself as if he's dead. They threw him in the Ganges and then he went to Shantipur, Prabhupada Prabhu's house. So he is the only shelter outside. The Lord's prayer showed his deep humility, devotion, eagerness for shelter, fear of conditioned life, compassion for the fallen soul, and his knowledge of God's unlimited opulence and glory. He indirectly indicated indirectly and and directly also. And directly declared that bhakti is the ultimate refuge, that is the ultimate shelter. And that the material opulences are futile. Narasimha was pleased with him and told not to ask God any benedictions. He did not ask any benediction. What did he say that I should never have any benediction? So we will go with the verses with this background and how he's praying and how uh, and what was his consciousness at the time. There are many very wonderful prayers. So text number 38. Itham pratirya grashidev jashavatare lokan vibhavayasi hams jagat pratipan dharma mahapurushapas yuganuvratam channa kalo yadabhavas sri yunotha satvam. So this word by word meaning is very important. It come in this way, mirror like a human being. This is glorifying the Lord. He came as a human being, like such as Lord Krishna, Lord Ramchandra. He came in that form. You all know about how Lord Krishna appeared, about what leelas he did, and Lord Ramchandra stayed in Treta Yuga more than a million years, and Lord Krishna was in this planet for about 125 years. So no, 11, more than 11,000 years. Lord of answer. Period. Period, like he came as an animal also, like the boar incarnation. That is as an animal. Varaha avatar. Rishi is a great saint Parashurama, son of Revti and Jamdagni Muni. And he 21 times Parashuramji uh, killed so many Kshatriyas who were trying to rule over and damaging like many innocent people. Were very, very proud. We removed all the pride of uh, all these kings. So Deva, like as demigods, so many demigods, 330 million demigods. And so he comes sometime as a demigod also. Our demigods also, his expansion, he is ruling on them, or he's providing them the energy, or he's providing them the position, or you may say they are the officiating, they are the directors for all the universes. Jhasa is an equity. Jhasa, Jhas is an aquatic such as fish and tortoise. This incarnation, how that came to Satyavrati Muni, and how he was growing bigger and bigger. At the end of the, like when there is devastation. See, there are 1,000 Chaturyogi in a day of Brahma. And Kalpa, that is one day of Brahma is called as a Kalpa. In each Kalpa, there are the Krishna comes only in one day of Brahma. And same time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also comes in a day of Brahma. Lord Ramchandra comes in every day of Treta Yuga, every time. Not Krishna himself. It is another Krishna by name Krishna, but it's not the original. So we are very lucky that we are born in a time when there is Krishna appeared only 5,300 years ago. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also like 525 years ago. So we are very lucky. And the message that is given in a very, very pure way, it is brought in parampara by from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and right now by Srila Prabhupada. So Jhasa is an aquatic. So Krishna came as Kartai also. And then this milk ocean was churned on the back of this Mandarachal mountain, was put on the this Kartai's form or turtle form. Avatara by such different incarnations, Lokan, all the different planetary systems. Vibha Vayasi, you protect. Hamsi, you sometimes kill. Jagat Pratipan, person who have simply created trouble in this world. So Lord wants to be some people to be killed, not to balance the world, or he cannot kill just by desire or his Shakti. Everything is can happen. But that way he comes, so he creates the Leela that we could sing those Leela and we could become free. And whomever he kills, they get liberated. Not that they go through all the routine. Like when somebody dies and we have desire to enjoy like an animal, we become animal. Or we could become from a grass to like so many species that we go into. And by the mercy of the Lord, we get this human form of life. So Jagat Pratipan, persons who have simply created trouble in this world. Dharmam, the principles of religion. Mahapurush, oh great personality. Pasi, you protect. Yuga, Anuvratam, according to the different millenniums. Channa, the word. Channa means obliterated or don't see, people do not recognize. It's a covered. Kalau, in this age of Kali, you, yet since Abhavat have been and will be in the future. Three Yoga, named Three Yoga. Artha, therefore, Sah, the same personality from you. You are the same personality. So this is more Channa Kalau Yad Bhavat three Yoga. Because in three Yoga there is a definite incarnation come. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, he is a covered incarnation. He comes as a human being, he comes as a Bhakta, his own Bhakta. He is doing Bhakti of his own self. He is Krishna, but he comes, does not like, although he is not out, he's Avatari. In other yugas, it is Avatar. But in this yuga, he is Avatari. All the avatars, they come from him, including that we hear about Kalki Avatar, that is Sattavashesh Avatar. It's not directly Krishna, but he empowers certain personalities, certain Kshatriya. So, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this way, my Lord, you appear in various incarnations as a human being, an animal. We talked about that. A great saint like Parshuram, a demigod. All these demigods are his, like Indra and so forth. A fish incarnation, Marsharupa, or a tortoise, thus maintaining the entire creation in different planetary systems, and killing the demonic principles according to the age. Oh my Lord, you protect the principles of religion in the age of Kali. So we know that he does Paritranaya Sadhanam, Vinashaya Chabhutam, Dharma Samsthapanarthaya, Sambhavami Yogi Yuga. And he comes in every age. But this age, it's Krishna himself is coming. And it is not to kill the demon, it is to give protection to his sadhu, to his devotees, so they could sing. And so they feel protected. They feel that, yeah, oh, my Lord is here. He will protect. Like your protection is, say, if your father is there, you feel my father is there, he will protect. Mother is there, mother will protect. So they become fearless. And if we take a full shelter of Lord Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Narsingadev, then we will be fearless and we will be protected. Definitely we will be protected. You protect the principles of religion. In the age of Kali, however, You do not assert yourself as the supreme personality of Godhead. These people, many, only his devotees they know. Only he appeared, although there were many examples, but only his devotees. But for non-devotee, he is an ordinary person. So they could come close to him and they could take his chanting process. And therefore, you are known as Sri Yoga. Sri Yoga are the Lord who appears in Sri Yoga. Also, he appears in every millennium, but in this Kali Yuga, he personally he is in Sanga avatar, covered and so purport. As the Lord appeared just to maintain Lord Brahma from the attack of Madhu and Keta, Madhu Keta Bhare, Madhusudan. Madhusudan means these two demons, they stole all the Vedic literature or Vedic knowledge from Lord Brahma and they disappeared. Then Lord came and then he killed them. He also appeared to protect the great devotee, Prahlad Maharaj. Just like we are reading Prahlad, he himself is praying. He himself is saying this because this is the glorification of Lord Narasimhadev, glorified by Prahlad Maharaj. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya appeared in order to protect the fallen souls of Kali Yuga. There are, because in Kali Yuga, everybody is a so much, and in this age and nowadays, so much degradation is happening. No culture. There is no follow of the Vedic culture, uh, no etiquette, no respect to the parents, elderly people, uh, intoxication, and all kinds of illicit relation, and people are suffering like anything, but they don't recognize that cure is chanting the name, taking the shelter of God, follow some religious principles, associate with some devotees. People have no time are coming to temple or listening to these discourses or reading some Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. And that's why Prabhupada wanted that people should distribute books, distribute books, distribute books. Even if they read a verse, a page, or just touch the book, they could be relieved from the suffering. But people do not know this and people think it is so too easy, how it is possible. So four yugas are millenniums: Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali. In all the yugas, but Kali Yuga, the Lord appears in his incarnation and asserts himself as the supreme personality of Godhead, like Lord Ramchandra gave an assert that he is the at Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, like Lord Krishna came in Satya Kansa Avtara. So he is the supreme personality. So he never asserted himself as such. On the contrary, whenever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was addressed as being a God, as good as Krishna, he blocked his ears. Krishna, Krishna, he will chant with his hands, denying his identity with Krishna, because he was playing the part of a devotee. Because Krishna left that Sarva Dharman Paritejya, Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja, Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshichyami Mahaprabhu. So give up all the Vidya Siddha. Just surrender unto me. And if you are afraid that I will be like sinful reaction will come to me and not following all the Vedic injunctions, Vedic injunctions, reading scriptures and so many puja and yagyas and so many austerities and so many kind of vratas, and it's not gradually, yes, you need to purify, but ultimately you have to surrender to the Lord. That is the main thing that we learn either from Bhagavad Gita or from Srimad Bhagavatam. Other may say other literature, 18 Puranas, they are for people who are in lower modes. Tamas, Rajas, and they may be in mode of goodness. But the most common Purana is Srimad Bhagavatam. So he was playing the part of a devotee. Lord Chaitanya knew that Kali Yuga, there would be many bogus incarnations pretending to be God. And therefore, he avoided asserting himself as the supreme personality of God. Because they all are, they will accept that he is like this. Srila Prabhupada, when he went to see Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, his friend Mulik, he took him. And he says, he is separate. No, I have seen many saintly people, they are all bogus, and he was reluctant to go. But forcibly, this Mulik family, they took him to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. By seeing him, by talking to him, by his
Prabhuji, you're muted. Your video is also off. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah. We cannot hear you.
Can you hear?
Yeah. Yeah, now fine.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So bogus incarnation, pretended to be God, and therefore he avoided asserting himself as the supreme personality of Godhead. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is accepted as supreme personality of Godhead. However, in many Vedic literature, it may not be directly, it's not showing that he is God. I'm not acting in such way, like so many killing, because everybody whom he will kill, everybody is demonic in Kali Yuga. But so he, rather than killing them, he kills their mentality of enjoying propensity in the material world. That material world is place for enjoyment. It is not our spiritual world is the place of enjoyment. Being with Krishna is enjoyment, and it is soul's enjoyment. We are not looking. Body is dead, so its enjoyment is very, very temporary, flickering, and would go away. And it would be the more you enjoy, more you suffer. So Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, Krishnam Varnam Upa Krishnam Ango Pangatra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prai Yanti Hitu Medasaha. In Kali Yuga, the intelligent man, true Meda, the intelligent man, worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Is always accompanied by his associates, such as Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhar, and Shiva. The entire Krishna consciousness movement is based on the principles of Sankirtan movement, inaugurated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, one who tries to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the medium of Sankirtan movement knows everything perfectly. So only if you are participating in Sankirtan, then you are in the most knowledge. Medium of the Sankirtan movement. Godhead, through the medium of the Sankirtan movement, knows everything perfectly. He is Sumedha, a person with substantial intelligence. Good brain. Su means nice, good, super excellent. Medha means the brain or intelligence. So the one intelligence is only his intelligence if he participates in Sankirtan movement. Chanting and let others chant along with them. So that is the so in this way, he's praying, and many, many nice prayers will come that later on, we would say, our mind is contaminated. Why? Because we always think of acting in a sinful way. Anything that is not connected to Krishna, that is sinful. So we have to connect everybody to Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came for that purpose. Wherever he went, like he either like he went to some one town and people heard him or saw him or touched him, and then when they went to their own town, they all also started chanting the name or doing some devotional service. In this way, he spread so quickly. He traveled almost 4,000 miles, and uh, like he was out for almost 6 years. Like when he was 24 years of age, he took sannyas. He went to Jagannath Puri. From Jagannath Puri, after some time, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and he met those people by taking their permission. Then he went to South India, North India, all the way to Cape Comorin, and then returned back. In this time, he walked alone. So his one assistant, Kala Krishna Das, was his assistant in South India. The, and so in this way, he traveled that much mile. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he is Brahaspati himself, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, was very like logic, and but he was Mayavadi. So in this way, Mayavad, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught him, uh, showed the description of this uh, verse. Uh, and then in many, many ways. And then he was convinced that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So in this way, Sarvabhauma became a devotee, since he would never eat without following the rules, regulation. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought prasad, without even washing his mouth, he took Jagannath prasad immediately, thinking that Jagannath prasad is not, or any prasad of the Supreme Lord, is not different from Krishna himself. So either prasad or Chanamra or Raj, the way Lord is walking like Raj Raj, all are very, very auspicious. But people do not know. Kalpa Punya Vatam Rajan Vishwas, that you have less devotion. They don't have Vishwas in these things. What more things? विश्वास होने हो जाए शरीर अविद्याजाल जड़े मिले प्राय कल जीवे के लिए विशेष सागरे तार मध्य जीवायती लोगों में सुधरती ताके ताके सारे कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय. Krishna is very very, but Mahaprasade Govinde, Mahaprasad, they don't have Vishwas that it is so much effective. Govinda, the Lord of Krishna, Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmani, Nam, the holy name, and the Vaishnava, Nama Brahmani Vaishnava. Kalpa Punya, one who has a less intelligence or less Punya. You have to have some piety to understand. You have to have some pure heart to understand Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. And that's why you have to hear or have a spiritual master who could teach you these things. So that has to be there. So some things, this Channa avatar and a little bit about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because these words other than the other incarnation are so mostly about this Channa avatar, about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So although it is not in chronological order, but like when he appeared, he showed his, although he is covered, but with his devotees, he showed that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Many people they knew, like they were doing some kirtan at the house of Srivas Thakur, Srivas Angan in Mayapur. It's very close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace. So he was doing some kirtan. Then he his Srivas Thakur's son, alone son, he died. Then he kept everybody quiet that don't disturb the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kirtan or mood or some kirtan. Please don't, otherwise I will kill myself. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew, and he brought up the son alive. He brought up the son. So only unless they are empowered, this is Krishna, he could do anything. There is nothing in the all universes which Krishna cannot do. Because it's Satya Sankalp. Whatever he thinks, whatever this Leela Shakti does everything. So Prakashananda, that there was 24-hour kirtan and he got alive. Then he said that whatever my Lord, you give me time to stay in this world, to stay with my kind father or devotee father. Is Narad Muni himself, Srivas Thakur. He became alive, he spoke for a few minutes, then he left again the body. So you see this, this you know that one Brahman came, that happened in Krishna's Leela also. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a little baby, and the Brahman came to the house of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi. His brother was there, Vishwambhar and Vishnu. Very, very beautiful, his brother. So he came, then he invited him there. He became very happy, very ecstatic that such an elevated sannyasi is at my home. And then he asked them, it was like night time, he asked them to please cook, because the traveling sannyasi would not eat at households like, although they were Brahmanas, but in their home, they would not eat. So they cook. Mostly when they travel, they eat roots and some fruits and like that, just take water and go and travel and chant the holy name. But this Jagannath Mishra said, please cook some rice after your Gopal, then you take rest, then you can go next day. So because of his humbleness, humility, and sometimes he cooked, so he was cooking, he arranged everything. He washed his kitchen and fuel and everything was there, all the pots, rice, vegetables, whatever is needed to cook nice rice, rice pulao, you may say. So he cooked, and when he was offering to Gopal, ringing the bell, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a little boy, baby boy, Mai. He comes and he starts eating the rice. And alas, alas, I'm spoiled. Now, not in my destiny. I would just eat. But Jagannath Mishra convinces him again, please cook again, you will come to my house. I'm very fortunate that you came. So he did everything he arranged again. He was cooking. Now he takes the boy outside the house and everywhere. So now he again rings the bell to offer, because before offering, you just get the attention of the Lord that offering is there. You wash the mouth of the deities and the handkerchief, dry it out and wash hands and then start eating, and nobody should see. So you close the doors of the temple or your room, or put certain curtain or something, certain covers for others, because if others are taking even in their mouth, like some saliva comes or they see it, then it is spoiled. So one covers the bhoga or the Lord upper same. They'll put some division so general population do not see it. Pujari will know, but others do not see. Let the Lord eat out at least 15 minutes or so, and then you wash his mouth and hands again and ask them. And then when the Lord eats, then you ask all the parampara to take that remnant. When you ask by their permission, we offer to the Lord. And then again, when Lord eats, then we give it to our parampara, Guru and parampara from the Guru, it goes all the way to Krishna. So second time again is in Jagannath Mission becomes very curious. He takes his stick in his hand, and then this this Pandita Brahman says, no, he's innocent, it is not his mistake, his child, he does not know what he's doing. So they take him to a separate house, little bit away, and he closes from outside, inside, he sits there with his stick, but when now he is not too far further, but Vishwarup came, very beautiful in a very, very sweet voice, that my Lord, dear sir, you please come again. You will remember. Otherwise, we will be so much problem. We won't be able to sleep for nights together. It's very simple on our part that we invited you, and you are going without taking any pressure. So please come again. So they arranged for the third time. But lo and behold, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even it was locked from outside. Somehow he came. Everybody was sleeping, and he cooked, and he again appeared. And again he was shouting, alas, alas. And what happened? Then he appeared, that you are calling me to take. And when I come, then you say that alas, alas, and you are again shouting as if I have done something wrong. So he showed his 800 power, 400 there was. So the Gopal, he showed him that power, Nimai, 4 hands at Shankar Chakra Gada, 2 hands, one hand with the butter, and he is eating the butter in his hand, and another 2 hands with flute, that he is playing the flute. So in this way, he showed his 800 power to this Brahmin. Then he cautioned him, until I am here on this planet, please do not reveal to anyone. And he was in so much ecstasy and dancing and asking for forgiveness. And, I mean, because he is his devotee for long, even in Krishna Leela also, and maybe in Ram Leela also. He was there. So he paid his obeisance, and he was in so much ecstasy. And then other people, they came, and so he did not say anything. Because your son is a married, such a wonderful son, and you take care of him nicely, and he bless the whole family. And anyway, but he remained in Mayapur, Navdeep. He never went out. And he will come to have darshan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Same thing was Kesho Kashmiri, you heard about him. And how this Kesho Kashmiri, he was a Jagat Vijay. He had so much knowledge. And Saraswati was pleased with him, and she gave him benediction that nobody will be able to conquer your logic and poetry and composition of the verses. So Saraswati was there. He came in the evening time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was with hands at the Ganges, uh, at the side of the Ganges. And uh, then he welcomed him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and gave him high seat, and that you are such a person that everybody bows down to you. And people used to fly away from the town because they were afraid that Keshav Kashmiri, and that was Mayapura. Navdeep was famous for people who are versed in all the scriptures, verses. They could compose their own verses. Uh, So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said very humbly that you are a great poet. You have conquered the whole India. And so please, um, glorification, make some verses on the about glorification of the Ganges, Mother Ganges. So in such a high speed, he will speak like 100 verses. And then after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was listening. This, the students, who was a teacher at that time, the students were listening. Then he said that, please tell me whatever the good things and whatever not quite according to the poetry rules. whatever against. He was, oh, how is there to be anything wrong? How I could be discrepancy in my poetry? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pointed out so many verses, but he recited immediately. And he said that how you could remember? He said that somebody could name, but somebody could be Shrutidhar. Shrutidhar means one who narrates and he by hearing. Before this 5,000 years ago, when all the Vedic literature came in written form, many people were Shrutidhar. They could remember. That's why Shruti Shastra. Shruti means they were in Parampara, they remembered that Shruti Shastra. But about 5,000 years ago, when Lord Vyasadeva came, then he had to write it down on a palm paper in Badrikash, where there is it's a Vyas Gupar, Vyas' house. You can still see it around his house. There are all Vedic literatures are displayed, uh, painted there. So he said that I could remember just by your mercy. Then, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely he broke it down. So that these are your mistakes, these are your good qualities, and he was stunned that how this little boy, and he did not cause any humiliation. When he went home and he was praying to Saraswati, Saraswati came and he is my master. You are very fortunate. You are defeated who defeats the whole universe. He is the master of my own master. And then Saraswati's master also. So he in the morning he is paying him frustrated with Jagannath Mishra and Sachiti. They were amazed. Why you are anchor of the whole world, most learned person. Why you are paying homage? Did not speak it, speak a word, and he remained in that Navadvip, just like this Brahman remained in the Navadvip. Always he did not reveal this because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu refused. But anyway, that was recorded later on. His friends were there, but this Brahman only showed his head arm. He did not reveal. So anyway, he shows his humility and how one behave and how one should preach. And so uh, remember about Prakashananda Saraswati. Prakashananda later on he became Prabodhananda. He had 10,000 sannyasis in Banaras. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there and he asked him, he folded his hand and asked him to please come and sit with us. Why you are sitting? Why you are sentimental? You are sannyasi. You should recite Vedanta Sutras. You come and sit with us. And so they are all Mayavadis, thinking that uh, God has no form and he has no intelligence. And when he comes in a form, then he takes the support of Maya, as if Maya is greater than the Lord himself. In this way, they're twisting the meaning, word jugglery of the literature, Bhagavatam or Vedanta Sutras and all this. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, why do you like chant like sentimentalist? He says, my guru said that I'm a fool. And I cannot learn or I cannot recite this Vedanta Sutras. And he knew me. But whenever I chant Holy Name, the tears come out. I come into ecstasy. And in this way, just by seeing him, by touching him, by serving him, by holding his
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, you have gone muted.
anyway,
Yeah.
in this so this so he was the so Prakashananda Saraswati, he became his disciple the next day when he went to Bindu Madhav temple. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see Bindu Madhav temple. Then all 10,000 people were chanting with him. He raised the hands and to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he showed his divinity in certain places. Only through his disciples, there were 24 hour Prakash. Then he called all the devotees. He was sitting on the throne, big throne, and then everybody called is all the devotees to show him whatever their worshipable Lord. He showed him that form. He was offered high seat and garlands and arti, and so it was all at Srivas Angan. So that time also he showed Vicha Sridhar. So we could just see that sometime he showed this Prakash. When he then devotees can see that he is the Supreme Lord. So Chan Kazi, that you know the how Chan Kazi, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were breaking these people, these Brahmanas, caste Brahmanas, were saying that he's creating a havoc, he does not know, he's a sentimentalist, he will spoil all Hindu culture. So, so this Chan Kazi was anyway, so he broke their mradangas and dhammas and also anybody who would do Sankirtan, street Sankirtan, you will be thrown or you will be imprisoned, and so some of the drums they were broken, and this Srivas Thakur, he was very
Prabhuji, you're muted. You're muted. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, you went muted, Prabhuji.
he surrendered, and then he said that in my dynasty, nobody will ever obstruct this Sankirtan movement. So, this is okay. So now also, like all these Muslims who are around there, they respect the Vaishnavas and they let them come. So, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks with Ramananda Rai, you know that Sadhya Sadhan Nirnay, what is the goal, sadhya, what we have to obtain, and how you could obtain, what is the process, that is sambandha and avideya. They talk long time. Ultimately, it is devotional service and Radharani's service to Krishna that is the highest. It's a long topic. And one time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing an astrology, one big astrologer was there. He could tell about what they were in their past life. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after coming, then he asked that please, dear astrologer, dear sir, tell me what I was in my life. And then he meditated, and then he was seeing in his meditation that he was Krishna and playing and child and taking birth and seeing as Lord Ramchandra, many incarnations. And he was completely bewildered. He did not know what to say. He is asking, what I was, please tell me. And he said, we will come in the afternoon and I will tell you. When he surrendered to the Lord, he understood. But he was refused not to tell to anybody. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did show his uh, even to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, where he showed his 6 hours with the chant, 6 hours with Lord Ramchandra, to Krishna, and one with the sannyasi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kamandalu and Danda, district of the sannyasi. He showed that way. Even in Rath Yatra also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was wherever he was in Jagannath Puri, then so many people from Bengal and Orissa will come. They will make 7 tolis or 7 different places where everybody was a leader, but everybody could see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in all these 7 places. And Jagannath ji would not go. One time he stopped. Even the king pulled with elephants, many elephants, and the military, but they could not push the Janaka. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, then he pushed with his head, and then the cart was started rolling. So that is so many amazement. So in this way, there was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although Channa Avatar, but many people they knew divinity, that he was supreme personality. But one should not understand that he's like an incarnation. He's not an incarnation. He's the source of incarnation. Sri say Krishna, say Jagannath. So say Gaur, say Krishna, say Jagannath. So all are same. There is no difference. Now you may say that Jagannath is a origin means from Dwarka, but because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted it as Krishna, so we also accept him as Krishna. Although Jagannath ji is a king of Dwarka, is the same Dwarka that is a replica, but Gundicha is a Vrindavan where the Rath Yatra goes. So Bhajo Krishna, Kaho Krishna, uh, Bolo Krishna Sikha. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always singing, uh, Kaho Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Karo Krishna Sikha. Whatever Krishna is saying, please do it. And so in this way, there are many leelas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and one would pray to him, and he is very magnanimous because if you surrender, because we before chanting, we should always chant after the before the holy name, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta. That way, he does not see any mistakes or we have done anything wrong. He forgives all this. Namo Mahavadanaya Krishna Prem Padaya. Giving love of Godhead to, so easily to all the people. Very so we should put him on our heart always chant Panchatattva mantra Panchatattva Krishna Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Avataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shakti Karam. So he came as a Chanda avatar, but he is Avatari, the source of everything. He is Krishna, Antar Krishna, Bahir Radharani. It's Gaura Varna, Aprinati Radharani. Gauranga Mahata, golden, Sholna Vanda Hemango. So he is the Sholna word. And so, anyway, I have to go there where some people down is stealing things, so I have to go down. But if there is any quick question, please let me know.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this very wonderful class. You very nicely said about how this in Kali Yuga Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation is very merciful. And thank you so much for all the pastimes, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, if you have any questions or comments, you can please come ahead. Okay, there are no more questions.
Okay. Everybody satisfied.
Yeah. So all the pastimes were very relishing, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Hare
We'll
Krishna
pay
Mataji.
obeisances. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Radha Vallabh Prabhu, please speak.
Hare Krishna. Danut Pranam Maharaj. Wonderful class. I have one question about related to what is happening in Bangladesh. What is the devotees' dharma about it? Like we feel so much pain seeing all this. So what is devotees' dharma? We should more than prayer, more than chanting. So that's
chanting, and we should also be protecting devotees. Like not that protecting means if somewhere you have to pick up an arm or something, you may have to do that. Although by heart we should be kind enough and compassionate, but they are doing such an activity, then naturally that not out of revenge, but to protect ourselves. One should always protect ourselves and should have enough forces to protect. Krishna did. He wanted. Means you may say that why Krishna is not coming when seeing all these things. Paripranaya sadhana vinachaya. But that time would come. Just this holy name, or they will get destroyed by fighting themselves among themselves. Krishna would not tolerate. They will get all the reaction anyway, whatever they are doing. But we should always have some guard, some kind of protection, some way, and what can be done. Now people, you may say that they are devotees, or even they are killing temples and all these things. Aurangzeb also did the same thing before. many ago. They did the similar kind of thing. But Krishna is taking care. He will send them to hellish planets, suffer there. If Krishna himself comes, they will go to, like they will be liberated. So they don't like deserve to be liberation, get liberated.
Yeah, but people are, their
That's a very sad
body mutilated. There's so much agony for the families over there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're
Are
trying
they
here
chanting?
people to at least they're celebrating Hindu festival, Hindu Heritage Month, and we requested them to just at least display some posters about what is happening in Bangladesh. They refused to. He says, no, this will be political. This we will not go that way.
It's a direct asur, just like this Kansa and Hiranyakashipu and Ravan, and they're killing all the Vedic culture.
Yeah.
So, as you said, prayers, chanting, Bhagavatam recitation, and being prepared to fight if there is a need.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for that question, and thank you, Maharaj, for this very, very wonderful class and question answer. Yes, we understand. Thank you so much for your valuable association and time. Let's pay our obeisances to Maharaj.
Thank you for giving me opportunity. Thank you so much. So I will end here.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Yeah, Hare Krishna
Vancha
Maharaj.
kalpatarubhyascha.
Hare Krishna. There is
Yeah,
somebody
Hare
else.
Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances.
Accept my
Thank you
Hare
so much, Maharaj. Very nice class and very nicely you explain everything. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it was very funny. He was that astrologer could say that he is a god, but he couldn't. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was making funny jokes out of that. It was very nice. Thank you so much. And yes, Prabhuji, that Prabhu was saying about Bangladesh. It's I heard in Arya Chanakya says, your country means your means अपना देश में मतलब अपनी संस्कृति. Even though we are living in America, we called Indians. Why? Because we carry that heritage, that Sanskriti here also. And our Sanskriti is not like when I saw one Indian, he printed the calendar, and I was looking what is inside the calendar. Inside the calendar was Taj Mahal, Mehendi, samosa, gulab jamun, like that was. Oh no, this is not our culture. Our culture is temples, doing arati. That is our culture. Not even single temple he showed. We have millions of temples in India. They go to Agra and see Taj Mahal, but very close to that is Vrindavan. And they say that the Taj Mahal is the is like a what is that? It's for love.
Symbol of love.
Symbol of love. But symbol of love is not Taj Mahal. Symbol of love is Vrindavan, like with the love of Krishna in like Radharani's tear came and he became the Sarovar. It's called Prem Sarovar. That's the the symbol of love. Prem ki nishani. It did not came out of tear. That Taj Mahal did not came out of tear.
People are in so much ignorance, so they should be pleased more and more sankirtan, because their mind is already polluted by so many things.
Yeah. Their mind is already polluted.
So Okay, Maharaj.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Maharaj.
I had to go.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Okay.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Kalpatarubhyascha
kripa sindhubhyeva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Samik Rishi Maharaj ki jai. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Maharaj. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Koti Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Dandavat
Devotees for
pranam.
joining the call. Let's end the call now.